Okay, I'm going to show you how to play with the FijiCrete and to accomplish these two pieces that are a little off on top of each other with a flatter look on the shelf rock for the Picani and the shelf. First off, by playing with it, I can see that it's a little tilted, the Picani rock on the shelf rock, and I want to take some off of it here. I think I'll just have to chop this chunk of rock off, and that will make it a little flatter to place it the way I want it to look in my aquarium. First off, the tools that I have is simply a little chisel and a wrench that I think I might need to use, and a Dremel. Well, not really a Dremel.
Grinder.
A grinder, and then I have a diamond bit on it. You could use a diamond bit or any bit that is good for the rock. So let's see if I could actually just hit that piece out at the beginning right now. There we go. And that piece that was here, it's gone, so let's see how this rock is going to stand. Actually, it stands pretty solid to how I want it, keeping in mind it's going to be filled in with sand and then when it's going into the aquarium. This rock here, or this shelf piece, let's see if it's going to fit the way I want it. I want it to fit just perfect. I want it just like that. Then it looks pretty solid, looks pretty good. I just have to glue it together with the FijiCrete. By doing that, there's two ways of doing it. Either I could do it from underneath, or put some on either side here, and where the rock is touching each other, or just place it the way I want. And then simply flip the whole thing over, just being careful with it, and then just start filling in between the two rocks together. First off, the rock have to be wet. So these are totally dry rock, they have to be wet, whether RO water or you could use aquarium water, which there's my aquarium water here. And if you could put that in the aquarium for a minute. In the meantime, I have some RO water here, a little bowl, a little spatula, some scissors, and there's about there is actually a pound of FijiCrete in this bag here. That we're going to take some out. We're probably going to need about equivalent to 2 tablespoons. Keeping in mind this product sets fast within 5 minutes, so work with the exact amount that you need to work with, otherwise you're just going to end up throwing it and just being a waste. How's the rock? And then we could add a little bit of RO water in here and just mix it to the consistency of putty. Give it a little more. Water ratio. Okay, you could have it a little more dry, but I like it just slightly wet so it actually fills in all the cracks between the two rocks that I'm putting together. So this one, as you can see, it's already wet. This one here is wet where I want all the product or all the FijiCrete to be sitting in. And I think I had it this way. And this rock is going up on it at this angle. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to flip it over and then do it that way. So I'm just going to use a little leg to hold it in place and just simply start using your hand or the spatula. I'd like to use my hand. You can see the product is already pretty drying out, and I just simply press it in the gaps where I want it. It's a little messy, so if you have some gloves, rubber gloves or anything, would work much better.
You have that camera?
Yeah. And actually I'm putting a little more than I need to on this rug because I want to build a few more shelf pieces and Pukani sitting on top of the branch rug itself. And maybe one more little piece on this side here. And the best thing to do is let this dry for a good 4 hours. You could play with it after 4 hours, but the best curing time is 24 hours. And then after that, you're set to put it right into your aquarium without having any issues of pH or any other leaching out of the product itself at all. I have a little bit of sand here for some of you that don't like the look of the concrete, the FijiCrete, that after it's drying, just simply add some sand to it. Press it if you want to, but don't be careful pressing it. You don't want to break the pieces apart because it's still drying. And until your coral line growth goes on it, or corals and whatnot, and just simply let it sit, let it dry, and you're good. As you can see here from the product that I have left over, how fast it is already setting and how fast it's drying. It takes a few minutes to play with it. You could add a little water to it and work it, but I don't recommend working it for too much longer than your job is needed. And you can see how fast it sets. And I'm going to do a couple more videos, and after that, actually, I'm going to let this set for a couple of hours, and I'm going to flip it over and show you what I want with the look of this wrap itself.